All right, so I have everything seat off, the trunk off. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually I have the this is the official Zero power plug, 12 volt accessory power plug here, right? 12 volt, 120 watt outlet. It's their official, plug here. What I thought and I didn't realize is that this is just a regular. It's a regular, cigarette plug basically. I thought this was like a USB plug or something like that, so that's why I bought it. But it's not. It's just a freaking cigarette plug. Now I have to buy the cigarette plug adapter to the USB, which is an extra thing. If I had known that it wasn't, I would have just straight up bought the USB plug instead. But anyways, so at least it came with the the plug here. So with this Zero down in here, there's two plugs here. Let's look at this one right here. This one is the SAE plug. It's all dirty, but it's the SAE plug, so that's the 12 volt. And this plug here, this is what this plug is. This plug plugs into this one. So this is also a 12 volt as well. So both of these are the same, same power source. Same connection, I think. I think they splice into each other or something like that. But anyway, so the Zero doesn't have a 12 volt battery. Basically, it uses its main battery, which is, I don't even know what the main battery is. It's like, I have no idea what the main battery voltage is. But anyways, it converts that main battery into 12 volts somewhere in here. It has a a little converter or transformer of some sort, whatever, to convert to 12 volts. And the reason for that is because everything else besides the motor, everything else on here uses 12 volts. Like the ABS is 12 volts. The dash, the gauge up here, all this right here, that's all 12 volts. All the lights, that's all 12 volts. So it's based on a 12 volt system, right? So that's why they have the two 12 volts here. So I'm gonna plug this into this, but before I do that, I need to plug it here. So on the Zero, if you look on the Zero, up at where the dash is, right underneath the panel here, on the right side of the key. And get the key on the right side of the key. There's a actual accessory plug made specifically to plug this in right here. All right, so actually let's look at that real quick. So right there, that's this plug right here. It's supposed to have a cap, but this one didn't even have a cap. So anyway, this is where it plugs in. So it plugs in, obviously from the top side, plugs in. And this wire here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the wire. I'm gonna follow all these wires up in here. That wire's gonna come out right here. I'm gonna follow this whole bundle of wire right here. This bundle of wire. I'm gonna follow that wire down. I could do it on either side, but I'm probably gonna do it on that side. Well, I see how long this wire is, because this wire is only so long. But this wire is only like a foot long, so I see how long the wire is. If it's long enough, I'll follow it on that side. If it's not, I'll probably have to do it on this side where the brake wire is. So it feeds through neither this side. Or if it's not that side, on this side, it feeds through where this bundle of wire is right here. So this bundle, that's the same bundle you saw from the other side, feeds through here. Then from there, it feeds out to where the where all this other stuff is. Where all this other stuff is right here. So it feeds out from right there. Okay. So let's look at this. Let's see. Gotta loosen this out. I guess the good thing about this one is it's specifically made for the Zero, so that's why it has the plug. But also, remember that the hole right here, it has that little notch cut out, so a little notch right there. So this one has a little notch, so that way it sits right in there. So that way it's it's supposed to be there, right? It gives you that 12 o'clock position right there. That's 12 o'clock. All right, so let's feed that through. Straight down with the wire. I'm not gonna worry about where the wire ends up. I just wanna make sure it's in that 12 o'clock position. Put my little nut. I guess this is a nut. Back on. Now I guess I should take off the little label. This little barcode label here. I actually bought this from AF1 Racing. So there's like one of the few places online that I could get, official Zero accessories. So I got several things from them. So this is one of them. Slide that through. Slide that through. Make sure it's in the 12 o'clock position with that notch. Okay, it's in the 12 o'clock. That's my nut. Got my nut. And from the underside, just kind of screw it in there. Get your fingers in there, or it's kind of a tight fit. You know, not much space in there. Let me see if I can move the. That doesn't help. Moving the fork didn't help much. Just keep it straight. Jeez, that's a tight fit. At least tight for my hands. And I don't have that. My hands are not that, not that meaty. I'm a skinny guy, so usually my hands could fit in places where people with fat hands can't. And I'm kind of having a hard time with this. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Oh, come on, it's right there. I got it. Jeez. Show this hand. So it spin this thing. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh, shoot, I can't seem to tighten it. I might have to get like some pliers or something to reach in there to spin it more, to tighten it. Anyways, for now, let's leave that for now. Let's feed this line through to try to feed it to the left hand side. Nice. This one's right here. Just right there. Man, it's like right there. It's not, you know, can't get any longer than that, or can't get longer than that. It's right there, so I might have to route it slightly different. I might have to route it above these wires, above these wires here. Right now it's going below it. So let's try it above. It's a little bit shorter, or shorter route. Maybe that'll give me an extra inch or so of space. Let's see. That's tight. Very, very tight. It's that plug. The plug is what's taking up space where it's hard to feed in. The plug is so big. The plug is much bigger than an SAE plug. Okay, there it goes. Let's see if that made it longer or not. Or gave me more, yeah, it gave me a little bit more. Yeah, it gave me enough that I could put this in. The thing has this on here. This is kind of useless because, you know, I mean, this is already in here, so I can't really take this out. I can't take this out. I would like to take this off and slip this in there. But I really can't do that. But anyway, so this thing just covers the contacts, and actually the contacts looks like it has some grease on there. I'm not sure what type of grease that is. I don't know if that's silicone grease or dielectric grease or what the heck kind of grease that is. I'm just gonna plug it straight in and see if it works. Let's see. Oh, come on, no slack here. Give me some more slack. I need more slack. Jeez. It's like right there. This thing moves. Actually, nope, that doesn't do anything. Doesn't really help. This way, it does. Actually, it does pull it a little bit this way. This way gives it a little bit, about half an inch more slack that way. It's still having a hard time. Oh, right there. There it was. All right. There it is. Okay, man, that was a tight fit right there. I should feed this thing back right there. So that way it doesn't tug on that wire end, and over time it'll pull out. So that will give it slack. So I'm like this. It doesn't really pull on that wire end, right? Yeah, that's good, I think. Yeah, like that. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in or plug it. Let's see. Do I have a 12-volt? Shoot, I need to look for a 12-volt, something that plugs into that. All right, stay tuned. All right, so I have a little, USB plug thing on the bob here. I'm gonna plug this in. If this thing powers up, it will light up blue. Let's see how that works. There's like no space in here. Jeez, there's no space. Almost no space in here. All right, that plugs in. Let's see. Let me turn it on. Yep, I can see blue. I see a blue light right there. So there's a blue light right there. So it works. So turn it off. The blue light should go away. Yep, blue light goes away. So okay, so that works. That plug works. All right, so now I just need to find a freaking. I don't want to use this one because I want to use one that's. I want to find one that fits better. That has more clearance. So this one's kind of thick right here. So I want to. Oh my, this thing's falling apart. I want to find one that's that gives me a little bit more clearance. What the hell? Oh, it broke. Did it break? It looks like it broke. Anyways, I want to find one that's a little bit lower profile, but also one that's waterproof, where it has like a cover and it's waterproof, and on the bottom it's waterproof too. I think I saw that on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna order that. And anyways, so there's your 12-volt plug. Let's just bring this over. Here it is, 12-volt plug. Again, the space here is very tight, so there's not much you could plug in here. So here's the cover to keep the water out. So that will keep the water out. You just need to find a plug that's also will keep the water out as well. All right, so that's it. So this right here, this SAE connector, you can still use this as a 12-volt as well. Now, if I had known that this wasn't USB in a cigarette lighter, I wouldn't have bought this ZeroSR. I would have bought a aftermarket one. It would have been half the price, and it would have had the USB built in, and it probably would have. I would have used the SAE connector instead, and this is also same connector. So I guess this is free right now. So this is free. I could probably use this for like I don't know, like an electric jacket or something like that. I have an electric jacket that I use. So when I ride this during winter time, I don't get cold. So I could use this for that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this plug. I'm gonna use it for my electric jacket. Heated, like a heated vest sort of thing, jacket liner. All right, so that's it for the plug. Thanks for watching.